Welcome to my YouTube channel, David Sports Convo. It's me, David, and I just wanted to give a big shout out to my other social media handles before the video started, such as my Instagram at David Sports Convo. I also have a Twitch stream called David SC, and then I got a Patreon account, David Sports Convo. Check it all out. Enjoy this video.
Week 15 is a wrap, and I just want to say my record was 14-2. Check out my evidence of that as I did my week 15 picks, and I'm excited to do my week 16 picks, because that's what this video is all about. Week 14, I just had to say, I went 4-11, and I bounced back how the Lions bounced back against Chicago as they lost to them but destroyed the Broncos on Saturday prime time. Let's go. So I bounce back, the Lions bounce back. That's how we do it. Okay. So 4-11 week 14. What is it? 14-2 week 15. Combine that together. 18-13. Let's go. All right. Here's my week 16 picks. Let me give them to you. Ecstatic for this Thursday night football prime time on prime game, as we got New Orleans at Los Angeles Rams, as I'm going to pick the Saints on this one, as my boy Jimmy Graham's going to get another touchdown. Let's go. He's going to rack it up. And hopefully the Saints can play good away, and I'm banking on it. I'm banking on the surprise that nobody's been talking about as they're trying to win their division. Also, the Rams are fighting for playoffs, so it's going to be a competitive game. Whoever comes out. I think a lot of people are going to pick the Rams. I'm going against the grind. I'm going with the Saints. Let's go. So also tune in on my Twitch account, David SC, as I'm definitely doing a watch party for that, and I'll be rooting for the Saints. And yeah, let's go. And Jimmy Graham, mainly Jimmy Graham. That's my boy. Shout out Jimmy Graham. So then we have Saturday games. We only have 2 instead of the 3, as we have Cincinnati at Pittsburgh, as they both played last Saturday. On this key rivalry game, I'm picking Pittsburgh Steelers. I think this is a very tough game, especially with both of them not having their starting quarterbacks in general. These teams are not the shells of themselves. But I'm just going to bank on Pittsburgh's defense. Even though Cincinnati's can show they score without Joe Burrow, overall, like with Joe Mixon being used heavily, which is great to see, as he's super sufficient. But yeah, I got to stick with Pittsburgh. I think they're going to bounce back and have a great game. Buffalo at Los Angeles Chargers. I'm going with Buffalo because the Chargers fired Rams. I mean, whenever you get a new head coach, like it seems like everyone wins right after that. It's like a whole new fresh thing. But I think it's way too down in the season, and I think Buffalo is fighting for more. So I'm definitely going Buffalo with the win on that 8 o'clock primetime window to follow the Lions up on Saturday Night Football. Let's go. I'm so thankful for Saturday football. All right, now for the Sunday slate of games, as we had the game that you all are excited about. Maybe not as me, but I'm pretty excited about Detroit at Minnesota. The fight for the division, fight for the North. Let's go. Play them twice coming up. Big rivalry game. Picking the Lions, okay? And I think we're actually going to, based on the Broncos game, man, I'm not feeling this. They know it. We know them. And it's tough. I think we're going to put 28 points, at least. Just 28, or even max. That's, I don't know if we're going to put up, like, the 40 burger, but I think 28. I think, and that's hard to say, but it's a rivalry, so we'll see what's up. I wonder what they put up on us, and that's the key. I think they can easily score 14 and above, for sure. I think we can give that to them. But we'll see. Denver really gave us 15. That was a defensive, but that was at home. We're at Minnesota's home, and that skull start of the champ. This is a fight for the NFC North. Let's go. All right, before I get too carried away with mine, I'll do a whole other thing on that later. Washington at New York Jets. Okay, I'm going with Washington. I believe in Sam Howell than any quarterback they put with the New York Jets at the moment. And it's not the best game to watch, but, especially the Jets getting destroyed last week. But the Washington put up a fight with the Rams. And that's the thing. They definitely did. So let's see. I'm going to go Washington. Cleveland at Houston. Cleveland, everyone's probably picking Cleveland. I'm going to go with Houston. Hopefully CJ Stroud is back. Even when not, I'm going to pick this team. I don't usually pick Ohio teams in general. I usually have a huge streak with that. So I'm going to stick to it. And even though Cleveland has bit me in the butt multiple times with multiple wins. So, but I'm going with Houston. So, moving on, this is the worst game of the week. You know what I'm talking about. Green Bay Packers at Carolina. Carolina came off a win off the Atlanta Falcons, derailing their whole division hopes. I'm picking Green Bay. Hope they need to win this to definitely bounce back, to show something of something that anybody's talked about with them. If they don't win this, I mean, woo! What a world we're in, huh? Joyous. Win or lose, I'm pretty happy. You know how the Green Bay falls down. Seattle at Tennessee. Seattle had a great, impressive win over the Eagles. So hopefully they could continue that momentum. That would definitely help them make the playoffs. They're in the hunt, especially beating the Eagles. That was a big win. Tennessee, that's a pretty defeating loss in overtime to Houston, but they fought their tail off, and I think they'll still do it here. But I'm going to go Seattle. I think this is a tough game to pick, but I'm going to pick Seattle on this one. And I have picked them before, and I didn't pick them for this Monday night, and usually when I do pick them, I haven't got it right. But I'm going to stick to it. So I just had to give that disclaimer out. So in the last game for the 1 o'clock, we have Indianapolis at Atlanta Falcons. I'm going with Indianapolis on this one. They got way more to fight for. They're making the playoffs. They're fighting for their division. They're coming. They're hungry. Even with the Minshew mania, they have a lot to prove. And Jonathan Taylor's fighting. They got the boys and DeForest Buckner. Whoo! Let's go. All right, for our 4 o'clock games, as games get interesting now. Jacksonville at Tampa Bay, the fight for Florida. Tampa Bay is probably going to come out on top based on last week's results. Jacksonville, hopefully they can fight, but Tampa Bay looks to win for their division. They're fighting for more. I mean, Jacksonville still can fight and win their thing. They're coming off a tough loss to Baltimore, but that's the best team in the league. Hopefully they don't beat themselves up. So we'll see what's up. Arizona at Chicago. I'm going Chicago. I think there's a tough. You can flip the coin on this one, but I think Chicago, based on last week's results against the Browns, which isn't the best to say or see, I'm going with the Bears on this one. But that's a tough matchup. And then for the 8 o'clock game that we're all excited about, New England at Denver. Wonder what's gonna happen. I'm going with Denver. Shocker. I think they'll bounce back against us, from us, and I think New England, it's hard for me to pick New England at any point. I guess they're competitive against Kansas City. I said they would be. But, yeah, I think Sean Payton has Bill Belichick's number. Let's see what's up. I'm going Sean Payton. That's a coach decision for me, not a quarterback decision, because I don't know. People believe in Russell Wilson. I understand. I get you. I totally get you. I mean, they do too, because they're tied to him for years. Monday Night Football. Baltimore at San Francisco. This is the game of the week. I know I said earlier the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings were, but I'm going to go with Baltimore at San Francisco is the game of the week. And I'm choosing San Francisco 49ers for the win. Baltimore had an impressive win over Jacksonville. San Fran just beat Arizona. Rival game. San Fran. It's Brock Purdy. And then Lamar. I mean, that's the thing. You can go. Lamar has the edge of quarterback. There's a lot of key edges and advantages per matchup, but I think San Fran's D line is going to be something different than Baltimore. Even though Baltimore just dealt with Jacksonville's D line, which is great. It's just that San Fran's combo with the linebackers such as Fred Warner with that D line is something uniquely and special. And I think if they had Mark Andrews, if Baltimore had a healthy Mark Andrews, I would pick him in a heartbeat, because that matchup, Mark Andrews usually can eat on a Fred Warner matchup. And actually, Fred Warner would be exposed. But we're not going to see that, unfortunately. So, I'm picking San Fran on this one. And it's based on injuries for Baltimore. But this is the game week. And I think this might be a slight preview to the Super Bowl. Yeah, San Fran. Let's go. And I'm not rooting for them when it comes playoffs because I know we're gonna play them. But I believe the NFC number one will beat the AFC number one. But I don't think the NFC conference is as good as the AFC conference from top to bottom. But I believe the number one in the NFC is better than the number one in the AFC. Okay. But yeah. So San Fran, just to make it clear to the audience, San Francisco 49ers for the win. And score-wise, if I had to say something for a little extra nugget, it's going to be 21-17. And Baltimore's going to have to score on the last drive for the win. And if they do, then it's you add the 6 on top of that. Boom. And seconds run out. That's my scenario for Monday Night Football. And I hope. And catch that on my YouTube stream, as I will do my own live stream party on that as well for YouTube. Thursdays for Twitch for the Amazon Prime games. Monday for YouTube for the Monday Night Football games. Hopefully I see you all on tune in then. And hopefully I get my act together and actually have a watch party. Let's go. Committed.
Thank you so much again for watching my video. Stay tuned for more content. Like, share, and subscribe. And don't ever hesitate to comment. And I'm ready to jump on anything and respond right back to you. Thanks again. And enjoy the upcoming holidays. From yours truly.